Hello everybody, I'm going to make this video for you. I was just watching Russell Brand's video and I think this could help you out. Was that pretty good? Was that good? Alright, so check it out. This is a recipe I've done before and it just so happens that I watched his video just now about processed vegan food that's more not even good for you. So I'm going to just quickly share the recipe and what it is, but I want to show you more about growing your own food. Now I just started this last year, technically last spring. It's now, what is it? It's the end of January 2022. So last spring, I'm in a second floor apartment. They allowed me to plant all kinds of stuff on the bottom. So I did a test of like tomatoes and cucumbers and herbs, and then mostly plants. And on my balcony, I did a test too. I get plenty of sun on my side, like 7-8 hours of sun that comes in. And then what I decided October, a few months ago, was to do an indoor growing thing. And so far it's working out pretty good. And I'll just do this as brief as I can, but I saw a lot of comments on there that were talking about, learning to grow your own food or wanting to grow your own food and fresh food and stuff like that. So let me start with the recipe real quick. Some other stuff to add to a vegan diet and awareness that will help everyone in the planet out. And we'll go through it from there. So this is jackfruit. For those of you who don't know, this is just going to be a jackfruit taco. Non-GMO organic. It's in a can. It can be recycled. You have to make sure it says young. That means that it's not mature and it will look like chicken nuggets or something. And let's see if I can cut one with one hand on it. Here's a good piece over here. So it cuts nice and easy like this, and it will look like pulled pork. And it loosens up and softens up in the saucepan with a little olive oil. So it's great for pulled pork, sloppy joes. I make crab cakes with them. What else did I do? Oh, I made barbecued spare ribs with them as well. You can do a lot of things with them. I even coated them and breaded them and put them in deep oil and fried them like a chicken nugget. Man, that was really good too. And you spice up the seasonings and stuff like that. So you can do a lot of stuff with it. So let me tell you real quick about myself so you understand where I'm coming from. I awakened a while ago to, I don't know what you want to call it. I awakened to my true divine nature, more than the body, more than the soul. Russell understood it when he was preaching it everywhere a few years back. Consciousness, awareness, soul light inside our bodies, yada, yada, yada. But beyond even that kind of stuff, multidimensional realms and all that, and how it pertains to living a better lifestyle. So one meal a day, as raw as I can. Starting to grow my own food, vegan, non-GMO, organic. And another part of it is about recycling. So buy only what you need, be a minimalist, and all that kind of stuff, right? So since I'm starting this pretty much only a few months ago, I still have to go to the store to buy things. So let's go over what we have here. Organic celery, store. Organic green onion, store. Same thing with the cucumber. This isn't organic. This isn't organic. This is all good stuff here. If you like Parmesan cheese, thrivemarket.com. Excellent. Organic, non-GMO lettuce. Cilantro isn't. This is my own basil. I'll show you that. There's some oranges. They were from a can, so they weren't. This wasn't, but this is something cool. I want to tell you about this. You just wash everything off in vinegar and hot water and scrub it down. When you buy stuff, even if it is organic and non-GMO, I would recommend vinegar and warm water for a few minutes and then scrub it off. Tomatoes too. So that's what's going in here. And then over here on spices, a little oil in the pan, and then a chili powder mix, a ginger, and some of that. I go light on the spices because I like my food fresh tasting, and I like to taste the freshness of everything. So like I said here, ready? One meal a day, non-GMO organic to the best of your ability. Try to grow your own food, which I'm going to show you how easy it is. And recycling. So in the States and everywhere in the world, and you can do your own research, number 1 and 2 plastics, I think they call it something like HPDE or something like that, they are almost like 90% recyclable, bought and sold. Cans, something like 77% recyclable. Number 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, and 7s, even if they take it, no way. They're going to go in a landfill or they're going to go in the ocean. So don't buy that stuff. No matter how much you like it, don't buy it. let's see. They never take plastic bags. These are bags that I get when I order something online and I wash them out and reuse them. But even stuff like this, I got to learn how to make my own tortillas. I bought the mix. I haven't made them yet. These bags aren't recyclable. So for now, what I'm doing is I'm keeping them. I'm a single guy and I barely use them. So it's not like I have 100 of them a year. You know, if there's like 4 or 5 in a year. But I really wouldn't recommend because they're not taking it. Basil that I grow myself, I'll show you. Now the other thing is cardboard. By us, they only take corrugated cardboard. If you don't know what corrugated cardboard is, it's shipping boxes, cereal boxes, anything, pizza boxes, wax pizza boxes, cereal boxes, snack boxes, crackers, cookies. Don't buy it. First of all, it's junk, no matter if it's vegan or not. Half of it, like he says in his video, isn't even good for you. And it will not get really recycled. There may be some places in the country or in the world that do, but mostly they aren't. All the 2 places by me 2 years ago stopped taking it. And I asked them, why are you not taking anything anymore? China's not buying it. China's the biggest world buyer of recyclables, and they're not buying it. Then go into the YouTube and look at that team. I forget where they are. I don't know if they're in South Africa. I forget where they are. But all they do is rescue seals all day and every day. Not just from plastics around their neck and netting and hooks, but from every kind of garbage. Then take the video of that place that's like 3,000 miles in the middle of nowhere, and all those giant birds, they look like giant seagulls, they all die because their stomachs explode from all the plastic tops and everything that they eat. And all the garbage in the South Pacific that goes into places, I forget the name of it. Is it Bali? Some really beautiful place every year has to spend like $10 trillion to clean up everybody else's plastic crap that goes in the water, and the water pushes it into their island. It's nasty. So cans, number 1s and number 2s, and corrugated boxes. No snack bags, no chip bags, no 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7s. None of that, all right? Do yourself the best that you can do, all right? So that being said, let me just tell you this real quick. You just cut this stuff up, you throw it in. You can season it as you want. I make it tonight like a Mexican style. The ginger brings in a little flair to it, so it's like a multicultural style. It'll be like somewhat Asian, somewhat, am I Asian? Am I Mexican? I don't know. I think I'm both. So it's sort of like that. It's pretty cool. And you can do whatever you want. It's jackfruit, like I said, crab cakes, barbecued ribs, chicken nuggets, chicken stir fry. I made it an Italian seasoning one day in a stir fry. It tasted so good. Crab cakes are wonderful. Sloppy Joe, you name it. And then these tacos. All right? So that's it. And all you have to do is warm it up in the saucepan and then throw it in there if you want. Rice, you can put rice in it if you want. I'm just going Han Solo with that. And I'm just going to do a little bit of the lettuce and everything with it. All right? So now let's talk about growing our own food and how simple it is. You guys may or may not know this trick with onions. Put a little water in. Keep them on your kitchen countertop lights. They'll grow really tall. They usually grow all the way up to here. And then you can have more onions too. Keep some in the fridge and some in there. All right? Now let's show you this setup. All right. So like I said, I started this last spring. Not the racks, but the planting on upstairs in the second floor apartment I live in and downstairs. Most of it was plants and flowers, and a lot of it's still here. Okay? But now I'm switching everything over, and it's becoming more and more food. So, let me tell you about the stands. 6 foot tall. All right? 3 feet wide. 16 inches deep. So you can get an idea. These things are like 7 inches. I think these are 7 or 8 inches. So you can see it holds a lot. All right. And they're 5 shelves, adjustable. Remember, 3 feet, 6 feet, 16, 5 shelves, adjustable. $63 with tax total from Walmart online. I live in a small mountain town, if I didn't say that, up by Oregon. So sometimes I do a lot of online stuff. They're wire-coated stainless steel, and they're really nice and easy to put together. And $63 is pretty dang good price for that. And remember, there's 5 shells even if you only saw 3 on mine. Cucumbers, dill in the back. Lettuce is going to start. Tomatoes, lettuce. That's going to be some more lettuce. Tomatoes, pepper. Before I move on, let me tell you something. Every pepper you see here, every single pepper you see here, are organic, non-GMO. Sorry, I'm talking a little fast so I don't make a giant video. Non-GMO, organic, red bell pepper. I ate it. I planted it. So every time you see pepper seeds, It came from one pepper. Same thing with the tomato. Organic, non-GMO, Roma tomato. All right? So keep that in mind. And wait till you see my seed bank. You know, when the whole pole shifts and the aliens invade and the inner earth people come out and all that kind of stuff, I'll have my seed bank. I hope you guys know that. Just kidding, right? All right, so anyway, what do you got here? Strawberries. I had 4 plants, now I have about 17. Why do I have 17 all of a sudden? Because they make babies, and that's a baby. And they just do it all on their own. Sometimes they make a baby, you plant this, it roots, it makes another baby, and you got 3 of them. A multi-dimensional, aware consciousness of light strawberry plant. You got the higher dimensional being, you got its next level being, and then its baby being. So basically, it's your multi-dimensional self, right? For the lights, I didn't tell you about the lights. They're GE Grow lights. They're 2 feet long. I think they're about 4 inches wide. And as you can tell, it's the only light in the house other than the computer monitor. And you can see how wide it goes. All right. Focus. All right. So they're $40 a piece, but they were lowered to $30 a piece. So you're looking at a stand at $63. And this one has 3 lights. So 3 times 30 is 90. Or 40 times 3 is 120. So at the top of the line, you're looking at 120 plus 60, 180, 185, 190 with tax. If you get them for $30, it is all Walmart online, then you would be a little bit cheaper. You'd be in about the 160 range if you get them for $30 a piece. Now, these are GE Grow lights. I'll explain, because if you look at lights, you might see it like purple and pink and lights, and they look really weird. I bought them because A, they had a good reviews, and B, they were told to work well, and they do. They work really well. I had this since October, and they're working really well. Things are growing perfect. Now, Home Depot, Lowe's, and if you're in America, they were like $55 a piece. So if you get them for $40, they're still a good deal. If you get them for $30, then you have an excellent deal. Now, the other reason I bought these lights are because, not for growing food, but I don't need any other lighting. They're white, and they look really nice, and they're clean looking, and you can read, and you can see good. If you ever see the plant growers with those purple lights, everything looks like you're on some kind of sci-fi movie, and it's hard on the eyes, and you might even have to wear special glasses. I don't know. So that's another reason I went with that. All right? And that's it on this room. Okay, so these were pepper plants, like I told you about, and I harvested them. Then I had an aphid problem. Those things will be aphids. They're like tiny little things, and then they go a little bit bigger. Anyway, real deal is the peppers worked out wonderful, beautiful. Remember, store-bought, non-GMO, organic, tomato and pepper, and I bought them. So what I did is I cut them down, and now they're regrowing. We got some more pepper down in there. These are all tomatoes, and then that's carrots down in there. This is my lovely basil. Celery, which I ate, and now it's regrowing. There's 2 of them back there. I ate it, and then it regrew. Blueberry, raspberry. All right? Never made it over to England. I always wanted to go since I was a kid. Jolly old England. But I have to admit, 2 of my favorite movies of all time right here. This one is the best movie. There's something about this movie that's so dang funny. Matter of fact, there's a lot of British, English, UK movies, whatever the heck you call yourselves over there, that is like that. All right. Different kind of cucumbers than you saw out there. You can see the leaves are bigger and a little bit bigger shape. They almost look like maple leaves. And then this is supposed to be a 3rd type of cucumber in this container, and it grew this thing. I don't know if cucumbers grow like this, but we'll see once it gets a little bit bigger or mature. I don't know. It's like a stalk. Definitely looks like some kind of vegetable, though. It's supposed to be a 3rd type of cucumber. Anyway, tomatoes, and more strawberries. Remember I told you I had 4, and now I have like 17 total of them. And you can see over here, they're flowering just like the ones in the other room, and giving me some strawberries, so that's cool. The kids would love to do that too. Wild mint, I had that for 3 years. I got it in the wild and it's growing. Cilantro, strawberries, basil, parsley. This will be another parsley. And as you can tell, it's just simple and easy to do. It's clean. It looks good. Now, I have a 2-bedroom apartment in the 2nd floor, and I'm doing 3 of these. So, you know, you got a garage, you have a porch outside, you have a yard, whatever it is, you can do 1 of these. You can do a few of these, but it's great for indoor stuff. Now, I'll show you a couple cool things about this before I wrap it up. So I'm also going to do potatoes. Got to wait till they get like green. When these things turn like a greenish purple, then you can plant them in the ground. And they say you only want to have like 3 heads. I think I'm going to take one of these off. You only want to have like 2 or 3 eyes that are going to sprout. And then you put like a handful of them in. Like I'll put 2 of these in 4 inches from the bottom of a small bucket. Cover them up and then do the same with this. And it should give me hopefully about anywhere from 15 to 25 potatoes. And again, they'll be in a small bucket in the thing, under one of the lights. All right, my seed bank. So this was the tomato from the store, like I told you. And then I bought, I grew the tomatoes. And every tomato I ate, I saved the seeds. So the new tomatoes you see growing are from the ones that I ate already and grew. So how awesome is that, right? Awesome. Now, real quickly here, there's the peppers I was telling you about. And coriander. If you're not familiar with coriander, coriander is the what? Cilantro. You let it grow out and it grows into seeds. And then there's flowers, and let's see what else. Tons of flowers that I grew out there and I got the seeds from them. But there's other stuff here. Oh, so there's melon. Now I tested it outside during the year and it was going well. I was growing cantaloupe and honeydew. Oh man, it was starting so good. But because I live in an apartment complex and I can't control the water, we had a drought here in Cali. And so the water was out for 2 weeks and I was watering on my own and everything was doing well. Then the sprinklers came on and the manager's like, there's nothing I could do about it. I just have to let them come up as they did. So unfortunately, some of the stuff like the melons got overwatered and they just died off. But it was working and they were from store-bought honeydew and store-bought cantaloupe. All right? So as you can see, there's tons and tons of stuff. And if you want to do your cucumbers, grow 1 cucumber or 2 until it's overripe on the vine. It looks like it's going to die. Then cut it, get the seeds, and you can do the same thing. All right, so that's it. Sorry if it's too long, but maybe it's more educational for everybody on Russell's page. Pass it along to anybody you want. And yeah, that's it. Like I said, one more time. Vegan, 1 meal a day. Do as raw as you can. Grow your own food, non-GMO or organic. And the recycling bit. Really look into that, man. That's really, really important for everyone. Really, really important. And yeah, just love and respect and uplift others, share with others, and help each other out. We're all humans. We're all a spark of infinite consciousness. We're multidimensional, and it's really awesome. Go within, clean your diets, clean your system, limit your technology, get your heart and your brain used to you and the sun and the earth, and not so much your tech and your TV and your video after video. Quiet your mind down. You already know what's going on in the world. You know the deeper meanings. What Russell does, hey Russell, I don't know if you're gonna watch this or not, but you do a good thing in your world with all your videos, but you need to like calm it down a little bit, ground a little bit more, and give your mind a break. You already know what the real deal is, and I know you want to serve the purpose in the world for everyone, but for your own health and your own evolution, you already know what you are and what's going on in the world. Just step back a little bit, give yourself some time and breathe. No, you don't have to make a video every day or every week, my friend. All right? Lots of love from America to bloody out England. All right? Maybe one day I'll make it over there. Lots of love to you all. Bye-bye.